Hello, we are watching the news broadcast daily and following today's highlights.
President Trương Tấn Sang inspects socio-economic development and responses to climate change in Sóc Trăng province. Vietnam Business Forum opens in Hanoi, focusing on economic reforms. Mekong Delta targets economic growth of 12%.
President Trương Tấn Sang visited the Mekong Delta province of Sóc Trăng during the weekend to inspect its socio-economic development and responses to climate change.
During his two-day tour, President Sang had discussions with provincial leaders. He has Sóc Trang's success in maintaining stability and development despite the global and domestic economic difficulties. Last year, Sóc Trăng realized or even surpassed 22 out of the 26 key targets set by the Party Revolution. The province's rice production was an unprecedented success, with a harvest of 2.2 million tons. The president said the province's leaders need to be proactive in working out solutions to problems and helping farmers with their harvest, goods distribution, processing, and reduction of losses. In response to the provincial reports last year stating there were 4,200 poor people, the president said provincial leaders needed to continue with measures to reduce poverty, especially among ethnic people. On climate change issues, the president said Sóc Trăng would be among the provinces most affected by sea level rise. In the face of such alarming risks, he requested local state agencies to cooperate with central state agencies to work out solutions, such as engaging the private sector in investment in climate change projects. During the visit, the president also met with representatives of the Provincial Patriotic Monk Society and venerable monks from 92 local Khmer Nam Tông Buddhist pagodas. He inspected the implementation of the Long Phu Thermal Power Plant 1 project, the largest one of its kind in the Mekong Delta.
Deputy Defense Minister Nguyễn Chí Vịnh has underscored the need to promote defense cooperation for a collective strength to cope with common challenges while delivering a speech at the 12th Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore.
Deputy Minister Vịnh called on countries to keep building confidence, saying the best way of building confidence is action. Along with regional cooperation, Vietnam has proactively coped with non-traditional challenges. As the coastal country, Vietnam realizes its responsibility for ensuring the maritime security in the region, he said. Vietnam called on concerned parties in the East Sea to respect and protect fishermen, absolutely avoid the use of force against them by all means, including military and non-military means, the Deputy Minister said. Deputy Minister Vịnh affirmed Vietnam has been actively involving in the regional defense security mechanism, and that has been highly valued by the international community. Together with this, the country has proactively proposed the solutions to the disputes and agreed to fully implement the declaration on the conduct of the parties in the East Sea and support the formulation of the codes of conduct between ASEAN countries and China. Vietnam will have more practical steps of cooperation in the spirit of mutual understanding, equality, mutual support and respect, which is the best way to preserve peace, stability and development in the Asia-Pacific region, he said.
A delegation from the Lao Government Inspection Authority on June 3rd had a working session with the Government Inspectorate of Vietnam. We have more.
Speaking to the guests, headed by Kham Suk Bunyavong, Deputy Head of the Lao Government Inspection Authority, Deputy Chief Inspector Nguyễn Đức Hạnh said their current visit to Vietnam is an opportunity for the two government bodies to share experience in the inspection sector. The Lao officials suggested the Vietnamese side further strengthen its ties with the Lao government agency, especially in training. While in Vietnam, the Lao delegation will work with inspection agencies of Ho Chi Minh City and Khánh Hòa Province.
How to accelerate economic reforms to facilitate business operations was a major theme of the Vietnam Business Forum that opened in Hanoi on June 3rd. Deputy Prime Minister Vũ Văn Ninh attended the event.
As the largest business dialogue venue in the country, the forum is the midterm event of the Consultative Group Meeting of Donors for Vietnam under the auspices of the World Bank's International Finance Corporation and the Ministry of Planning and Investment. It is the second year that the associations of local and foreign businesses have chaired the event and recommended policies to the government. The event started with a general assessment of the domestic investment environment. 10 reports on banking, capital markets, education, infrastructure, investment and trade were also delivered. Delegates discussed the new draft constitution, which is vital to the development of businesses. Secondly, they shared the view that corporate income tax should be cut to 20%, especially for large companies, to drive the local economy. As many as 500 delegates from the government, ministries, departments, domestic and foreign enterprises attended the event. The forum offers a chance to forge a continuous and close dialogue mechanism between the governments and businesses at home and abroad. It aims to improve business and investment conditions to boost the development of the non-state sector, contributing to Vietnam's sustainable economic growth.
Vietnam's long-term potential for business is promising. The remark was made by Thieu Yong Chong, CEO of International Enterprise Singapore, a government agency driving Singapore's external economy.
In a press release issued on June 2nd on International Enterprises Singapore Global Conversation session with Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng on June 1st, CEO Thieu mentions fundamentals like rapid urbanization, a large domestic economy, and abundant natural resources as opportunities to invite businesses. He highlighted the consumer sector as a growing area, fueled by an expanding urban population, better educational qualifications, and rising disposable incomes. This month, the Singaporean retailer NTUC FairPrice opened its first hypermarket in Ho Chi Minh City, the first in a series of hypermarkets planned for the Vietnamese market. Sembcorp Development is currently operating 4 Vietnam-Singapore industrial parks, with progress underway for a 5th Vietnam-Singapore industrial park in the Quảng Ngãi Central Province.
The Mekong Delta will try to increase its economic growth by 11 to 12% per annum from now until 2020 in order to enhance living standards for people in the region.
In the field of agriculture, the region will diversify products, strengthen intensive farming, establish areas specializing in particular plant varieties like rice, fruits, and short-time industrial trees. Aquaculture, a strength of the region, will have due attention paid to its expansion. The region will invest in developing the irrigation system and protecting ecosystems, especially coastal salt marshes. In the services sector, Mekong Delta provinces will pour appropriate investments into developing trade and tourism, especially ecotourism. Among others, Phu Quoc Island in Kiên Giang province will be transformed into a tourist hub. From now to 2015, the region will invest in training, upgrading machinery and equipment, and applying scientific and technological processes to production. Infrastructure will be further improved with a focus on rural road networks, highways connecting the region with Ho Chi Minh City, sea and river ports, and Chan Nok Airport in Cần Thơ City. A number of universities will be upgraded, while some new colleges are to be established. The region will also modernize its provincial and district hospitals and hasten the construction of medical facilities.
That is the end of our news today. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.